You're the one who usually got.
Alrighty, fellas and fellows. So we're back for another one. Wi-Fi finally got sorted out after like 2 weeks of me and Dad using our hotspot and everything else because they fucking just fucked up.
Fuck Frontier.
Yep.
Jesus.
Before we get into this, go check out Mako's live from this morning. I hardly really get to watch anybody's live besides Rich's, and this is one time that Rich wasn't live, so I actually was able to get in there and chime in with one of my buddies there and with all you guys and comment back and forth. And he called our REO or whatever ringtone for Barry, and I don't know if they ever got back to him or not, but go check out that live. Give them guys some love. This is 2 days ago. This is Rich's buddy. Now, before we get into this, his buddy tells Rich that he doesn't want to be on camera. So his buddy didn't know Rich was going to film this. On the main channel, you guys have seen my buddy Jacob repeatedly on camera, you know, doing time lapse or whatever. But before I post that video, I text him and say, hey, you walked over, or, you know, you came over when I was doing a video. Are you cool with being in it? Do you care? If not, I will cut you out to the best of my abilities. And he's always been like, yeah. If he would text me and said, hey, look, I don't really want to be in it, man. I'm not cool with that. I would have cut him out. It would have been splice, 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 splice. Because as your friend, you should have respect for your friend.
Just don't get him in it. Just don't put his face
in it. I mean, you should have respect. Now, hey, Rich, the reason why nothing wrong with this starter. Nothing wrong with it. You had these wire connectors fucking broke.
It was doing exactly, it would have done exactly what Rich said. Sometimes it started working, sometimes it wouldn't.
Okay, folks, this is for all.
Oh.
My friend is working on the starter. Say it, Tom.
What's sad is, his friend has this starter out, and y'all can see his face, right? See Tom's face? In 7 minutes, really he's got the starter out.
Look how he's got it up on jack stand. You ever seen Rich have it up on jack stands like that? I mean...
So hopefully after this, the car will run.
Finally got somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing. It might. They ain't gonna run right. Not with the pistons like that, it ain't. But...
Got one of his jack stands on it and one of mine. His jack is like shit, the kind that they use for trucks.
What do you mean? It's a regular jack, man.
Jack stand.
No, he said his jack is the kind they use for trucks. I said, Rich must not have a regular Ford jack like that.
No, he's got one of the baby ones.
Huh?
You can't even go spend $110 at Harbor Freight.
Don't worry, they can't see you. Your arm's blocking your face.
No, it's not. And instead of Rich like zooming up on his car,
no, you
see his face plainly. Starter's so difficult. But this guy had it out in a couple of minutes.
That's the thing.
I have watched Rich struggle for fucking 3 hours on live stream trying to figure this shit out.
See, it's a good thing you came to do it because I would not have been able to do it.
You're lazy. You're a lazy fat waste of space. Who lies about having cancer and COPD and asthma. Gobble, 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 gobble. Don't worry, you guys. I got a good parody coming tomorrow or the next day on this video. Okay, you guys are gonna laugh. I even got one Barry coming here real soon with his little red rider. Sound like Mikey there for a minute.
Number foot in the house. Well, anybody likes to watch Rich's channel and you're a follower, at least you actually get some car content if you watch it for that. Some mechanic content.
Why is your license plate crooked? His license plate's crooked.
It's rich as shit, man.
Yeah, he thought I took the bolt out from the back. It was coming out from the front, not the back.
You could tell if it comes out through the back of the front. You look at your existing starter and see if it has threads.
The transmission. That's good shit.
Here Rich is trying to take out bell housing bolts.
Right. You know it.
Where?
Oh, he told me he's got water dripping down.
Where's it coming from? That might be the heater core.
Fucking stupid. How the fuck? You're right, Rich. It's a heater core.
It's freeze plugs.
I don't know what to say about that. Dude's head's under the oil pan. He's talking about the heater core.
In the face.
He gripped his face, his hands under the wheel pan. Almost under the front of the arms, I mean.
What's that?
Anybody else find it funny we haven't even got a conclusion to this, if the car runs or not? Rich hasn't done no lives. Like, I hope you didn't have a massive coronary in your fucking driveway or something.
I don't have any of those wrenches.
Oh no, the Toolmaster Richard fucking Fuller don't have nothing like that? No?
Was it antifreeze?
Oh yeah. Hey Rich, what happened to not talking to anybody under the age of fucking 45?
I told you to do suspicious as fuck.
I forgot to mention that.
You.
What happened to that? Because the women you're following on your Facebook, buddy, says otherwise.
Because the minute he said to his girlfriend, quote unquote, "Am I a creepy old man or am I a creepy old man?" That should have told everybody everything they needed to know right there.
No. Am I just one of the old fuckers that you talk to, or one of the old men you talk to?
Or am I a creepy old man? He said something about creepy old man.
Because I kept having puddles inside the car on the floor. And at first I thought it was leaking from the windshield, but
it is leaking from the windshield. I mean, it shouldn't be. I mean, you put so much window fucking sealer on that rubber fucking ring that shit.
I want to give you a fucking
it could, oh, a shock therapy, huh?
Yeah.
You need fucking shock therapy. Listen to this. He unhooks both of them, you know, because when you hook one, I mean, apparently that's not good enough.
I mean, I would have hooked the positive so it gets a little longer.
The positive side's off.
I mean,
take the negative off too.
Yep, because it's still making connections somehow.
Right. You know.
Be like from a Chevy Chase National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation or whatever when he's messing with the Christmas lights.
That's so fun doing the Ritz when he was trying to turn on the lights and his wife's inside clicking the breaker and they'd come on, he'd be like, "What the fuck?" And then they'd go off. And he'd go, "Oh no, we couldn't figure it out to save his ass." Good shit.
No, the starter wire is actually new. It's black, but it's new.
Now, before everybody goes fucking with Ritz about the black thing, a guy commented said that originally those 50 small cars had a black positive wire.
All the time, yeah.
Now, I don't know how true that is, but I take the person at their word. I mean, I don't know enough to call him that say he's wrong. Would I do it nowadays? No, I would use red, but...
I cuss people whenever I pop a window and I see some shit like that.
No, but it's simple enough to figure out if it goes to your starter cylinder and down to your starter, if it goes over to your fender well.
If you don't know.
Just trace it down.
When in doubt, trace it out.
The excess baked on grease.
You want to hear a funny story about what Austin did to me and his mom's Honda one time when he was about 13 years old? I was at my sister's house, so I pulled a battery out to put it in I don't know, like a 57 truck or something, I put the battery in. Anyway, I was supposed to put the battery back in the Honda. Right? He hooks the fucking wires up backwards, dude. And just leaves them.
It looks like it is.
Go out there. They had blown a fucking breaker in the fucking fuse block, man. Like burnt this big old thick breaker clean in half, man.
That might be trans fluid leaking out on you too.
I was so fucking pissed.
Dipstick.
I got lucky, that's all it did, but
you know what I mean?
His head was at the oil pan. How would a dipstick be leaking onto his face when his head's underneath the engine oil pan?
Why would a dipstick be leaking on his face?
Because they pulled the dipstick out. Look, folks. We're fucking 9 minutes in. It took 9 minutes to remove that starter. 9 minutes. But Rich's fat, lazy ass couldn't do it.
I'd love to see him hook a battery, get some jump cables up and test that starter. I bet that starter works just fine.
Yep. Look at the yellow connectors on it and shit. And this guy tells him how it is here in a minute.
You just gotta. Somebody had that.
I still think that's the original starter, though. Right there. I didn't move it. I left it right there. And it is the same exact thing, huh?
No, it's different, Rich.
Holy shit.
I don't know where you bought a starter from, but at least it's a cast iron and all that shit.
I'll keep the original one anyway, though, you know?
Anybody else noticing the old lawnmower seat Rich got laying there, but he don't keep junk around? Like it's not even a complete lawnmower seat. It's like the top half of it.
Yeah, it has a lot of my coffee money. All right.
I mean, me and I are gonna hold our applause till the end.
Well, we know the big black wires for the.
Oh, Rich, you're turning me on, buddy.
Put this on for now. You'll fix it later.
I don't know what goes where, so. Huh?
The car's not running, is it?
It's not running because of the starter.
I know, but I thought, okay, so it does run. He lied to you, buddy. That motherfucker don't run, and if it does run, if the motor shakes so fucking bad, dude's got to miss. I mean,
did you catch it? Did you catch what the Rock was cooking there? What are you saying?
What did he say? I heard what he said, but what didn't I catch?
So, the guy's putting in a starter, right? He goes, I'm gonna. From what I gather, you can barely hear the man that's talking. I don't want to put words in his mouth. Rich's buddy, from what I'm gathering, says, I'll put the starter and you'll have to finish up these wires.
Wires later, yeah. He said you have to finish wires later.
Yeah. And Rich goes, well, I don't know where they go, so blah, 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 blah. And you guys are going to see how that plays out here in a minute.
Starter product get put in, does it?
Yeah, it's got. I fixed the fuel gauge or the fuel line.
Parody coming, you guys.
It should run, as far as I know.
Or is that the bottom half of the seat? I think it's the bottom half of the seat.
I think that's the top half of some kind of seat. I'm not sure if it's a lawnmower seat or not.
Yeah, you got another bolt behind you,
it's a 57 Chevy seat.
Could be.
Like a little dog bone wrench. I don't know what one that is. Probably a couple one.
A dog bone? You mean a combination wrench?
Or a stubby wrench? Don't they all kind of look like a dog bone wrench, whether they're 2 inches long?
Because the technical term is combination wrench. You know, the ones that got a boxed in and open in on one end.
You heard that here first, folks. The technical term is a boxed in combination wrench.
Well,
don't call your engine the motor because the motor's electric.
Yep, an engine burns fuel.
I love it.
So, yep, that's the old starter.
I give him a hard time so much.
What?
Look at that extension cord, folks.
Yeah, that's the easiest wire to put on, right?
That is fucking electric shock to the foot waiting to happen. This motherfucker, man, he don't even black tape them up. He just leaves them all bare and twisted like that and shit. I mean,
so, fellas, I don't know if you guys seen my shorts, but I found Rich's shoes. So my shoes he's wearing, me and the old lady and the boy were shopping for Halloween costumes a couple days ago. And found Rich's fucking shoes, dude, walking through there. And I walked past them, and I'm thinking, I recognize those shoes. And I kind of paced back. I'm like, Rich, those are his fucking Temu shoes. This broke-ass joke couldn't even afford fucking name brand Crocs. He buys the $16 woolly in fucking, like with the woolly insides, because his house ain't got no heat and he needs to keep his feet warm.
I mean, a lot of people don't want to buy rare Crocs. I mean, I wear Crocs year round.
Don't be a risk and be on here and pretend like you're a fucking baller and fucking.
My Crocs ain't like that though. My Crocs are more like.
Well, you're missing the point. Rich gets on here and pretends like he's a big ass baller, dude. Got all this money, but shopping at Walmart and buying $16 fucking knockoff Temu Crocs.
You probably got that shit from the fucking the what do you call it? The free store next to the fucking soup kitchen.
Thomas.
I mean, clothes pantry. That's what I was looking for. There's nothing wrong with that. If you need it, I mean, I've been to clothes pantry before. I mean, I ain't saying anything wrong with it. Been to soup kitchen before. I mean,
maybe that's the reason why the fucking thing wouldn't work.
Dude, there are so many chunks of like coating off of that extension cord.
Last forever.
I would never touch it.
Just keep in mind though, it's a soup kitchen, not the senior center. I mean,
I was wondering why I was getting a spark from both sides of the battery, negative and positive.
I was a broke bitch.
Folks, master mechanic fucking bitch ass Rich Man, I was wondering why I was getting sparks from the negative and the positive. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Not.
Hey, I just left it hooked up.
And I just kept, that's what they're saying. I just kept going with it, not trying to figure out why this is happening.
I mean, I got a rule around here, man. If I'm working on a customer car, unless it's brand fucking new, when I'm done working on, I always unhook the battery.
Story time with Jack. So there's a video. If you guys would like, I can dig it up and put it on here. If you guys have or not subscribed to the main channel.
You don't think I'm blessed and lucky?
You want to tell or should I?
Go ahead.
So Dad's fucking working on my 73 Dart Sport, and we've been trying to figure out issues with it for a while now, but I think we figured it out here recently. And fucking Dad's messing around with something. I forgot what he did. He arced something that fucking battery charger was hooked up.
Charger was on it,
and it fucking
the battery charger was on cook. I mean. Guys, I can't smell that. My nose is burnt out from being a knucklehead when I was young, and I can't smell. Anybody else can smell a battery cooking. You know what I mean?
Rotten eggs.
Yeah, and I bumped that fucking terminal. It sparked. That battery fucking exploded, man. Jesus Christ!
So
I had plastic stuck through my shirt and my chest.
So I was fiddling with trying to get the fucking camera to work because to record this before it happened. And I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with firearms. I imagine most of you are. It sounded like a fucking 12-gauge shotgun going off in a fucking house. It looks like that's the kind of boom it made. And all I remember doing, I was looking down my phone, I heard that boom, and I kind of turned my head, trying to get out of, what the fuck just happened, trying to brace myself. And I hear, my ears are ringing, and I hear Dad going, I need help. I need help. I need help.
I just want to get my clothes off, man. I mean, I needed to look at my face, and I felt shit smack me in the face. Like I said, I had a chunk of plastic stuck in my chest. I got stabbed with it.
He fucking stripping off flannels, everything else in the house. Look like fucking Magic Mike.
Good time. We have fun over here at Poor Man's Sweet Shop. We chop off fingers and blow ourselves up. We don't give a fuck over here, and we film it all for your pleasure.
Fuck. And what's sad is neither me nor him ever touched that battery. I think the battery's still sitting out there.
I jumped it. I probably jumped it a while back. Yeah. But I'll tell you this much: it taught me a lesson. I don't fuck around with that battery charger no more. If it's on and it's on the battery, I don't touch the battery until the battery charger off.
It only took the chance of him losing his vision more than it already is.
Because I didn't have glasses on or nothing, man. The only thing that hit me in the face was just maybe some chunks of plastic. No acid. I got lucky, man. My eyes are still here and all that shit. Lucky. And I was bent over the motherfuckers. The worst part. Because I was underneath the hood fucking with the carburetor.
Oh, fun times.
Wait a minute. I have connectors.
Batteries don't technically explode. The gases is what builds up and ignites and explodes. It's not the battery acid. It's the gases, man.
Yeah, I know.
We had just painted your underhood too, man. And they didn't fuck nothing.
I have new connectors. I don't know about wire though.
I got a problem with this what this guy's saying. That was a newer yellow crimp connector for them fixing the wiring on that car. How are you saying the wiring was just so old when you dropped the starter, it just ripped out of the plug? No, them crimp connectors are not made to be tugged on and pulled on and have the weight of a fucking cast iron starter falling.
Listen, the problem with butt connectors like that are, even if you have the right crimp tool like I do,
moisture can still get to them.
After a while, they get to wiggling around and get loose. That's why I solder. If I can solder, I solder. You know what I mean?
And all that, they're open on one end. Moisture can still seep into your joint.
And if I do use one of them, especially a cheap plastic one like that, now if it's got heat shrink on it, then I'll still put a piece of heat shrink on the wire first, then put the butt connector on there, heat shrink that down, and I'll put the heat shrink over that and heat shrink that around that. But if they're cheap yellow plastic ones like that, I always cut the plastic off of them and then put heat shrink on top of it. 2 layers of heat shrink.
Fresh wire. It's easy now. I got them all exposed. Connect them, clean them up, connect them, and I'll come back and put the starter in. Right?
Yeah, but I don't know where they go.
Well,
y'all hearing that, right? I don't know how well you guys picked that up.
He's not going to starter in.
Brittle. Here's what we'll do. Why don't you go get wire? Fresh wire. It's easy now. I got them all exposed. Connect them, clean them up, connect them, and I'll come back and put the starter in for you. Right?
Yeah, but I don't know where they...
Listen to Rich. Listen to how dumb he is, man. Listen to what he keeps saying. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. He's telling him, just put the new wires on it, and he'll figure out on the starter where they go. They can't go on the starter until the starter's in the car. So all Rich has to do is make the wires longer.
Yep.
That's all he has to do is make the wires longer. It doesn't matter where they go, Rich.
Yep.
He's telling you to make them long enough to reach the starter. He'll come back and hook them up with it where they go.
Yep.
You're a fucking idiot. You just keep saying it over. Where do they go? I don't know where they go.
Yo.
Why does any of that matter? You're not hooking them up. You just need to link to them.
Look, hold on.
Rich is saying that because he wants to finish it up now. That's what it amounts to. You would know which one just put out that butt connector and which one didn't.
Nope.
The only one I know was the same one you put in, was the main battery draw, you know? I don't know where the other ones go. I'm sure one goes to the ignition.
Okay.
One goes to your cabin, one's going to go to your fuse box, buddy. I'm pretty damn sure.
Okay,
I don't know about a 57, but I know if it was 60s up.
Here's the problem. If Ridge had intentions of changing that starter all along, how was he going to put the starter back in once he undid all those if he didn't know where they went in the starter? Right. So, Rich, there's another lie I caught you in. You had intentions all along until you realized there's so much shit in the way, but it only took him less than 10 minutes to pull a starter out. Less than 10 minutes for this man to get anything to pull a starter out, which you couldn't do in fucking 3 or 4 months. Besides the point. And then now you're saying that you don't know where the wires go, so you can't fix it.
Maybe it doesn't. The ignition might be separate from that.
It's a fucking GM starter. It's not that hard to do.
I'll be right back. Let me go inside. I think I have crimpers and
most of it run to your voltage regulator.
shit like that. Let me see what I got in there.
Run to your cabin, I would assume. And then obviously your cylinder wire's going to go to your switch. I mean, or your starter relay, where the fuck ever it's at, if it has one. I don't know if it does or not. But
all right, folks.
Probably not.
We'll let you know when it's done, if it runs it.
Newsflash, 2 days, we're still waiting on a video from this. So we're going to jump into some bear content next. Rich, come on, do a live or something, buddy, please. Yep. Oh, see you guys here in a minute.
Or 2 or 3.
Yep.
To you, it'll be 1 second.
Yep. And let us know an update, Richie Poo.
Right, folks, change your oil because if your viscosity breaks down and you boil your oil, you won't have no compression in your motor until you change your oil.
Also remember that Rich was going to change the starter, but couldn't figure it. But didn't know where the wires went.